Hey, what's up guys? I am back with another video. Hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a general reading for Capricorn. How you doing, Capricorn? I know it's been a minute, been kind of busy. Also, I want to apologize in advance for any background noise, and I had to read down my program, so I don't really know how I sound because I haven't messed with it, Capricorn. Alright, so just keep that in mind, and I apologize in advance. But if you're new, welcome to Casual Tarot. If you're not, welcome back. And just remember, Capricorn, it's a big world, so it is general. And this is definitely not professional advice. You do what you want, Capricorn. So, Capricorn, how are you? I feel like you guys are like creating something new, something great. Some of you are rebuilding, okay? And the reason why I say that, because the way I see it, it's almost like, you know, when you make a pile of rocks and then it's like someone comes and knocks it down. That's someone being life, okay? But I see it being built again, one by one, piece by piece, okay? And I feel like it's not just you. You're actually working with someone. Maybe it's more than one person. But you're building something very solid. And it's like you learn from the past. You learned from whatever knocked that down to begin with. And it could just be that you learn to accept that sometimes life is very spontaneous. And, you know, things happen, you know, sometimes coming out of left field. Okay, is what I'm sensing. You're gonna be making a lot of choices too, and they're good choices is what I'm sensing. And what I mean by that, it's not like if you choose one way, it, you know, it's a negative, and if you choose another way, it's a positive. Or the way I'm sensing it, it's both positive. It's just, you know, meeny, miny, mo. You know what I'm saying? It's really choosing what you want. I would say look further. Each path that you see or opportunity, you know, think of 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and that will help you decide. But I do feel like they're good choices. So you have a lot of options, Capricorn. I also sense some of you may be, now this is different, okay? I feel like you may be around a group of people that tend to, well, I want to say a little bit of both. Some of it is arguing, going back and forth, but also there's some competition, okay? And there's someone, you know, I feel like there's someone really good around you, but then I feel like there's someone who acts like they're good. It's like they wear a mask and they really like cater to you too, you know, and really put effort into creating this facade. Be careful with that, because I think that there are signs, but you're not paying attention because you're so like blinded by their offerings or how they make you feel. For some of you, it could be even love bombing type of thing. It doesn't have to even be romantic. It could be someone who just wants to be in your life. But I do feel like you need to look at that again, okay? I feel like at times when you do see signs, you do wonder, okay? So something in you is making you question a little bit, but it's like you don't really want to see it, is how I'm sensing it. It's like almost as if the person comes back in and does something beautiful, and so it's like, nah, that can't be true, what I'm sensing then, you know, because they're doing this for me, they're doing that for me, they're showing me, you know, all these wonderful things. But every so often there's something, okay? You need to pay attention to that something, okay? That's what I'm getting so far. I do feel like recently something has made you more happier. And I say that because there may have been a time where you were kind of maybe, I don't really, you were in your emotions, is how I'm sensing it. I feel like you might have been confused about how to do certain things or how to move forward, okay? But for you, you may have felt more restricted and trapped than how I'm sensing it. I feel like there are things in front of you. It's just a matter of utilizing. But for some reason, you felt more trapped. Okay, but you're seeing the light now. That's why I said you're now building, and it's a really good thing because I feel like as you do that, you're going to want more, you're going to experience more, you're going to expand. And it's really good for you because I just feel like there's a lot of things waiting for you, Capricorn. Okay? Things that you want to experience, but it's almost like you're scared to walk out that door. It's like you're watching from the window. And be careful because, I'm going to go back to that debating and arguing and all the people you have around you, because some of you have a lot of people around you. There's a lot of exaggeration. Okay, I will say there are some that even lie. Okay, but I do feel like a lot of it is exaggeration. So be careful what you believe. Don't be so quick about it if someone tells you something, or even if you see something, because you may not know the whole story. And I just feel like there's a lot of miscommunication, misunderstandings going on around you or around people that are around you, whether you're involved or not. It affects you because whether it's about you or not, you're still very much in the middle. You're very much in it. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you may even get a little confused with all the choices that you have. Just take a breather. You'll be fine. Okay. Ace of Wands, the Hermit sideways. I think you're picking up the pieces. Some of you felt very misunderstood, but also very lonely. It's almost as if you kind of feel like a lone wolf, very alienated. Okay, be careful because I feel like you've been through things where you needed time for yourself. Yes, okay. At the same time, I feel like you're closing yourself off where you're missing out on really good experiences and really good people and opportunities in your life, okay? You have the Judgment in reverse. And this is a great time for you because you have pretty much a clean slate and to really create what you want in your life, okay? Follow your intuition more. Stop ignoring it because some of you are ignoring it. You have the Eight of Wands sideways. You have the Star in reverse. Stop questioning so much. There may have been things that happen that makes you question your purpose, what is meant for you, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, okay? Take some time for yourself in that way to rediscover yourself, to also really truly figure out what Capricorn wants, right? Because this is definitely a new beginning for you. And that, like I said earlier, I see building, okay? So this is a perfect opportunity to build something great that you love, okay? And also just to evolve in every way, in this life, but spiritually too. And I say that because I think that some of you have disconnected yourself from not only people around you, but the way I sense it, the world and the universe, okay? And what I mean by the universe, spirit, okay? Whatever you want to call it. I feel like you need to find your way back, Capricorn, okay? And you're slowly beginning to, but there may be some obstacles. Maybe it's patterns from the past. Maybe there's some things that you need to relook at. Look at the whole picture, okay? Answer that call. You are meant to do something great. You are just great all on your own. You need to know that. You need to see that, okay? And don't question so much, because I feel like some of you are questioning things that you'll only get the answer by tuning in to your higher self and to spirit is how I'm sensing it. So it could be things that you're wondering about that I just feel like a human can't tell you. It's something you need to find within yourself and outside of yourself by evolving spiritually, okay? Working on that, making that definitely a priority in your life. I think that some of you at some point were maybe very spiritual or very connected, or however that is to you. But there have been things that happen that have put up a block, okay? And it's time to remove that. Don't get overwhelmed when things slow down or when things move quickly. Sorry, Capricorn. I don't know if you can hear my stomach, but it's growling. Okay. I think that it's weird because I feel like when things are slow, it's like you're rushing when you shouldn't. But yet when things are fast, it's like you're so overwhelmed that you're like trying to stop everything. Try to go with the flow, conserve your energy, because I do feel like by you building and by you really focusing on what you want to create and what you want, there's going to be a lot of things happening. And sometimes you're going to have periods where it's slow, and then you're going to have periods where it's really quick. But you don't want to lose your footing. So I just feel like just balance, okay? When you can't control something, just let it go. Go with the flow. But if you can control something, do whatever you can, okay, to reach your goals. Again, stop questioning the universe so much, okay? You're meant to do something. You're here for a reason, okay? Some of you are really, really soul searching, but you're having a hard time seeing the bigger picture. I will say, be careful who you listen to. Be careful of the people, the energy around you, because I think that may be blocking some of that. When you take that time to meditate and to be alone, make sure it's to clear your thoughts, not to think about every problem of the day, especially other people's problems, because I feel like there's a lot of that in there. Okay, that is what's stopping you from truly meditating in a peaceful way and also seeing the signs, really realizing that the universe is speaking to you, okay? I think there's a lot of influence, and that is a major problem. And I'm talking about spiritually, okay? Don't get me wrong. In your life, too, I think it's a big distraction. I think there's a million ways of doing things, and for some reason, it may be you or maybe other people, too, that have, like, this certain view on how things should be more open to learning something different. There's so many ways of doing things, okay? I think that as you move forward, as you continue to soul search, as you continue to expand, you're going to say there's a whole lot more. Okay, a whole lot more. Do not close yourself in a box. Now, Capricorn, that doesn't mean that no one knows anything. Okay, there are people that definitely know their stuff. Okay, and that can help you at least point to the right direction, or just get your mind going, seeing a different way of doing something. Be open in that way. Be teachable. But you can also find your own way of doing things too. You can take things, little things that you learn and apply it. Okay. It's not set in stone, Capricorn. Okay. But I do feel like there's some influence in your life that you need to check out. Like I said earlier, I feel like there's someone, they're just not as they seem, and they talk a lot. They do a lot of convincing. They're always like saying something, but it's more like planting seeds. And it's definitely calculated in some degree, because I kind of feel like they think of, I wonder if I mention this, how would they react? Or if I do that, what would they do? This is the type of person that would, like, if you tell them don't do this, they will do it, just to see what happens. Maybe not to you, but to other people. That's just how they are. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful with that. But definitely look forward to this new beginning, because it's great. You really have a chance to reach your highest good, your goals. 9 of Swords in reverse. Be careful of the thinking though. And just know that everything is a process. You know what I'm saying? 8 of Pentacles. Some of you really need to stop thinking so much. Okay? I think that, as I said earlier, when you take that time for yourself, and you could really have it in your mind that, you know what, I want to take some time, I'm going to relax, I'm going to meditate, and really focus on myself. But it's like your mind always goes to other people, but also your problems. And what I mean by that, for me, I feel like it's problems that are like everyday stuff that you can handle. But it's like you're fixated on it. You just keep thinking about it over and over. Even if it's done and over, you just keep thinking about it. And you also think about future problems that may not even happen. Like, it's almost like you create all these scenarios in your mind. Some of you definitely have trouble sleeping. Okay, but you need to be extra careful, because I feel like someone is definitely planting seeds in your mind. It's like they get you going for some reason. It could just be their personality, or maybe they really want to, get a rise out of you. And it doesn't even have to be like against them. It could be like against other people. It could just be something they know that's sensitive to you, like a subject or whatever. But I just feel like they say little things, okay? But again, remember, this life, there's always going to be some challenge that we have to move through. I think you're learning that, and you know that deep inside, but, it's hard to practice as far as remembering the bigger picture, remembering, that this is temporary. It's just a moment, you know what I'm saying, of our true existence. Okay, Capricorn. Let me get one more message. Okay, I can give you 2. Stop caring what they think. This is your life to love and live. So remember that influence I was talking about. Okay, you can do it your way. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't harm anyone. Okay, or you can, like I said, take pieces of things that you feel are true, that you want to apply in your life. There's nothing wrong with that either. But you don't have to, live up to a certain expectation that is someone else's, because that's how I'm sensing it. Like, it's someone else's. And the influence as far as what people think, because like I said, someone keeps saying and pointing out things that I just feel like doesn't matter really. Honestly, a lot of it is just gossip and stirring things up for no reason, entertainment. Okay, so be careful with that. Open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. So as I said earlier, do not block yourself. Taking care of yourself, needing time to be one with yourself, that's wonderful. Just don't block yourself where you're not letting anyone in. And also do not cover your eyes to the signs that the universe is giving you, and to those, gut feelings you're getting about the people around you. So I have a feeling it's not just that person. It's probably a few people that are questionable, but there's one person that really, I feel like they're coming in like truly wearing a mask, okay? and I feel like it falls off sometimes, but you just ignore it. So pay attention, Capricorn. But that is your message. I hope it helps in some way. And sorry for the background noise. I don't know if you can hear that airplane, but good luck.